Hello everyone, and welcome to the Plant Spotlight of January 29th, 2018. So today we're going to return to the world of Bulbophyllums, which, by the way, is an interesting fact, is the largest genus of orchids, the Bulbophyllum group, and it's made of a component pile of several different genres, such as Lepidorrhiza, which is one of the ones that I'll be looking at today. So this is Bulbophyllum levanae, or levanae. I've never been one to know species names very well, like their pronunciation, so please do forgive me if I butcher them. I've always said levanae, so that's what I've always heard. But this is a very fast-growing Lepidorrhiza species, and Lepidorrhiza is the group of Bulbophyllum most famous for its stench. They typically smell very foul, like some like rotting meat. Others, like levanae here, just smell like sweaty feet. They're not very pleasant smelling. So this is an interesting setup that I have it in. This is a suet bird feeder cage, the ones that you put those bird feeder cakes in and hang from like a tree or a wall. And here's a little side view of it. And I mounted it to that with some wire initially, and it just grew into that, and there's nothing holding it down now. It's just, upside down. It's just kind of hanging itself in there. It's rooted in, and it's grown a lot. These were the original 4 bulbs right here, these 4, and then it grew this one, and that one, and then it just grew this whole fan out that way as well. So I've got tons of growth on it. It's in growth right now too. Here's a leaf that's in a bulb that's maturing right here. Here's a leaf that's growing, and here's an eye just starting right there at the tip of my finger. And so this is a very fun species in my opinion, because it's a very easy growing species, and it's also a very fast growing species. So if you are interested in finding a species that grows fast and quickly and easily, levanae is definitely it. And the scent is not very bad. Since it's only like sweaty feet. And it's unlike many of the Lepidorrhizas, at least to my knowledge. At the base of the labellum, which is the lip of the flower, there is a small spot of oil, and that's where the scent comes from on this species. And so dabbing away that oil when the flower opens means that the flower's not going to smell. It's going to smell very minimally, and so if you're not a fan of the smell, this species you can do something about. They're not a very huge plant. The leaves can get pretty big, although if they're given proper light, they tend to shrink down a little bit, I've noticed, and that's a common rule I've heard with growing orchids, is that if the leaves shrink down just a little bit and stay consistent, it's just got optimal light. And so this one, the only issue I've noticed with this species is that it has to get a decent size before it blooms. My particular division here has yet to bloom, but the original plant it came from, which is a massive pile right now, it did, and consistently blooms all the time. It just has to take a while to get to a decent size. And so the reason I hung it this way was just to have a little bit of a difference, like something different. So if I pick it up, this is how it normally hangs. And it's just rotating around right there. And there's the back side of it. It's just moss. It's filled with just moss. That's all that's in there. If I lay it back down again. And I actually just changed out, let me get the camera to focus again, just changed out some of the moss, so you can see that a lot of the moss is fresh. And so that's just to make sure that it's staying rooting in well, and the media doesn't break down too much. Since it's technically a mount, and it's technically a pot. So if you're looking for a middle ground, something interesting that's not just a standard pot, but you don't have the ability to maintain a full-on mount, this is definitely an option for you, and it's very easy. I'll have to do a demo sometime because I have a spare cage that I can use. But these are just very easy. You can hang them wherever you want. I typically hang this one up here, up on that rack right there. But right now, it's just sitting down here. And so that's just a quick little spotlight on this one. I got it actually at this point a couple years ago. And so it's just been growing super well for me. Very quick, easy grower, and I just love this plant. It came from my state orchid society meeting. They were divisions of it for sale, and I got a really nice, healthy division, which turned into this plant. So thank you guys for watching, and please do subscribe and keep in touch with the channel, as more and more videos will be going up, including very soon a video on using leaf texture, color, and thickness to determine what an orchid's light level preference would be. So thank you guys for watching.